Hey, this is Andrew with Meacham's RV. I was going to go over this travel trailer with you to kind of show you what we would show a customer if they were here to start using this travel trailer. This happens to be our travel trailer FW31, and normally it is on a pop-up site. In this case, it is on a full hookup site, so I'll show you the differences between the two. First of all, if you do have one of our golf carts and you're renting one of our golf carts, every night you want to plug in the charger like it currently is, and each morning you will simply unplug the charger, carry it over to the storage compartment on the side of the camper, depending on which type of camper you have, and put this inside of the camper. Do not leave it out on the ground like this, or it can damage the charger. Then every night, simply plug it back in, put the charger into the golf cart, and you always want to look at an indicator light on the charger. Make sure that it is charging. Some of our chargers have a gauge, some of them have a light, but you want to make sure that it's charging, otherwise you won't be able to use your golf cart at some point. Now on this camper, like I said, currently it's on a full hookup site, so it is hooked up to sewer. We do not pull our black water valves, which is in this case black water holding tank valve right here, and it's just a pull valve like this. You just pull it out and it will empty the black water tank. Depending on how long you're at your campsite, you may have to come out here and pull this black water valve. And again, it'll be in like this. You will just pull it, you will listen for the water to run out, gravity fed. Once it's finished, close the valve back up. Leave it closed until the next time you have to empty it. In this case, this is the gray water valve. We want that open. That is your shower and sink on this site. Somewhere on one corner of your unit, you should see water dripping like this. That's the condensation for the AC unit. That's a good thing. In all of our travel trailers, we ask you to not wear your shoes inside of the camper. Most customers appreciate the fact that we ask you not to do that, so I'm taking my shoes off. Most all of our travel trailers have a power awning, and we also ask you to close that whenever you leave the camper. And it's as simple as pushing the button that says retract, bring it all the way back in, and now you are safe from any storms that might happen while you're not here, to keep from having expensive damages. And when you get back, you simply push the button to roll it back out. If you're at your site and it's raining, you're more than welcome to leave it out. If it becomes too windy while you're at your site, we do ask you to close it. Come on inside this camper 31, that's the control button for the awning, as well as some control buttons for lights in this particular unit. And as you can see, this unit has 3 different fold-outs, tent type beds. When we deliver it, we do not make up the beds, so the bedding will be sitting on each individual bed. Please make sure you let us know if you need bedding for the sofa and or dinette. And in this case, this sofa just folds down flat, like so, to be used as a bed. And then back up, maybe, like so. In this unit, you've got a huge refrigerator for a little camper. So, freezer on top, refrigerator on the bottom. From time to time, you may plug too many things into the camper, and you may kick a circuit breaker. We leave an extension cord with every unit plugged directly into Disney's post outside, and it's ideal anytime you can to plug any additional things into that extension cord to keep from popping any circuit breakers. Again, this camper has 2 more fold outs, and they're about a queen size almost bed. And hot water heater is here. We usually would leave that on for you when you get here. That's on. In the winter time, if you needed heat, the heater in this unit, as well as all of our units, only runs on propane. So you would need to turn on the propane tanks on the front of the camper, which we'll show you on our way out. You do have some valve gauges in here that'll give you an idea of where you're at with the black water. Currently, there's a little bit of black water in this camper. Gray water's empty. Batteries, of course, full. So that would give you some kind of an indication if you needed to pull the black water valve. The additional indication would be if you were to flush your toilet and look down inside of the toilet and happen to see paper still in there, because usually you're not going to see paper in there. And the way you flush most of our camper toilets is that you can hold down the valve a little bit and it'll fill up the bowl. Use the toilet and then push it all the way down to flush it. Use very little toilet paper in these toilets, or you can plug up the toilet, as well as we provide RV toilet paper. And please only use RV toilet paper, no paper towels, no wipes, no additional items are to go down the toilet ever. In most all of our units, we do provide a Keurig coffee maker. So it is a K-Cup Keurig coffee maker, so make sure you plan accordingly. We do provide you with some starters. So you've got some starters as well as popcorn and hot chocolate. And we do also, in addition, put towels in every camper. We put approximately 14 bath towels, 4 to 6 hand towels, 4 to 6 washcloths in every camper. In this unit, it does have what's called a roof non-ducted AC unit. You're going to find that you're going to want to leave that on high cool. If it becomes too cold in here, this is the thermostat. You can turn that down a little bit and it will make the air a little bit warmer. If you get down too much, then you could just turn the unit off. But you want to try to always leave this on high cool so that it blows enough air across the fins to keep it from freezing up on you. Every camper is equipped with a smoke detector, as well as a propane carbon monoxide detector, which is right here. If that buzzes, it can buzz because if you sprayed Lysol, hairspray, perfume, anything like that near it. But generally, if you feel you did not do that, immediately go up and turn off the propane tanks on the front. Let the unit air out. See if it goes off again. Notify us. But usually the only time it does go off is if somebody sprays some kind of spray around the unit. The only additional information maybe about each camper is how to light the ovens as well as the cook stove. All of our cook stoves generally have to be lit with a lighter. They do have sparkers, but you have to really spin the sparker to get it lit. We do provide a grill lighter in every camper, so you could light every burner, as well as to light the ovens. You don't know if the lighter is in this camper, do you? To light the ovens, there is a process. First thing you're going to want to do is hold your lighter on the pilot light, which is going to be really hard to see right now, but it's in the center of the bottom of the oven. And we'll also have a link to this on our website on how to light the oven. But you have to hold that there for about a minute so it heats up the sensor. Then you can turn this button to where it says pilot, push in on the button while holding the lighter down there. You'll then light the pilot light. Once the pilot light is lit, continue to hold this for about 30 more seconds. Then you can let off, make sure the pilot light stays lit, turn this button to whatever temperature and it'll light the burner. If it doesn't light, obviously turn it off and start over. And again, we will have a link to that on our website as well. In every camper, you've got full dishes, pots and pans, electric skillet, electric griddle, laundry or dish soap, coffee mugs, glasses. We do provide you with a roll of paper towels, oven mitts, crock pot. Most of our campers also have a set of wine glasses, and of course drinking glasses. So we try to think of everything that you should need while you're here, except for your personal items. And again, this is our camper number 31, and we just finished setting it up here at the Fort Wilderness campsite, and it is on a full hookup site. If you are on a pop-up site, you are not hooked up to sewer. That's not our choice, that's Disney's choice with their campsites for pop-ups, so you are very limited to water usage when you're on a pop-up site in either our camper 31 or 32. So you really cannot take showers in here. You're very limited on sewer toilet usage as well as sink. So keep that in mind if you decide to be on a pop-up site. And then outside I'll show you where the propane tanks are. And they're very similar on every unit. So on the front of every unit is where the propane tanks are going to be located. And on this one it happens to be right here under this front bed, and you just turn them on like you would any type of gas grill, or turn them off as needed. We suggest to leave them off until you need them and then turn them on. Again, this is our camper 31, currently on a full hookup site in the 1900 loop. Let us know if we can help.